Catwoman has had several different looks over the years, from sporting a black suit with a point neckline or to a pearl onesie with a green cape, both of which are seen as iconic. In fact, there's a lot of iconic Catwoman costumes. But what was her first costume? Uh, it was, well, you saw the thumbnail, you know what it is, and we have to talk about it, of course. But it's honestly just a very big surprise that no one really ever talks about it because it is so just out there, and it was her first costume. And overall, in my opinion, it is not the best look. And it was this costume, which is actually her first costume as Catwoman. Well, she first appeared in Batman issue 1 in 1940, she wasn't actually Catwoman. Instead, Selina Kyle was the cat. And nor did she have a real costume, but just a green dress. It wasn't until Batman issue 3 from the same year where she would sport her first real costume and be renamed Catwoman, which in my opinion is a much better name. And yeah, but boy, did things change. I do think that the name is a lot better, but the costume is just it's of course a matter of opinion, but I just don't think I'm a fan. I'm happy to see it evolve past this, either be purple or black. It's also not even just a hyper realistic cat head. I just think that is a awful color scheme. The whole red and orange. I think those colors just don't go together. And overall, I think this costume just it's just really bad. I'm sorry. The story itself I thought was really good. I really like the name Catwoman. Just the costume. It is very eye-catching, I'll give it that. And it's just yeah, like she's a furry. Like she's a furry pretty much. Like her top half she's a furry and the bottom half she's ready for a night ball. Either way, in my opinion, it's just not a good costume. And in 1942, she would continue to go back and forth between this one and another costume. But I really want to talk about this one because it looks very BDSM, which could be what they're going for, or at least I hope it is, because I'm pretty sure she's actually meant to be designed as a Nazi here. It's never said that she was a Nazi in the stories, but due to the time period and because of how many Nazi storylines were going on in comics at this point, like Scarecrow's origin involved Nazis, Joker teamed up with Nazis at one point. So I think I could see that this was intentional to make Catwoman look like a Nazi, but hopefully it's just BDSM, which actually could also be argued to be bad, but Catwoman has always been a very sexual character, so I guess it would make more sense that her being a Nazi. Yeah, it's not really a good argument though, because it's pretty early on in the character's evolution, so perhaps this Catwoman was actually a Nazi, or maybe she just likes BDSM, or maybe she just likes straps, I don't know. Either way, I really don't like this costume, because one, if she's meant to be a Nazi, I really don't like the idea of Catwoman being a Nazi, because she's Catwoman, and two, the costume just looks really bad. Luckily, the cat head will be scrapped altogether, moving on to the purple green cape costume. We'll also switching in and out of a blue one that looks exactly the same as the green one, but blue, so I think it was just a coloring error, but happened more than once. Overall, I really like the purple one, because I think it looks very simple, but also it just works in Gotham with all the villains going around with the like colorful Joker and Riddler. I think this really works. Of course, opinions always vary, but I really dislike the cat head. I think it looks really bad. I dislike the Nazi suit too. Overall, I think this is probably the best Catwoman costume. There's also the black one I also really like, but I do like the purple one a little bit more. I know a lot of people would disagree with that statement, but this is my video, so I'm just saying it. I do like the purple one more. But that's the end of the video. Like always, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!